So apparently Florida real estate is crashing again for the fourth year in a row. According to what? Some guy on YouTube with a stock photo of a house on fire as his thumbnail photo? Cool. Great. Very credible. This is fabulous. I'm Joe Lea with the Anchor Point Group and Premiere Plus Realty. I am actually a real estate agent here in Southwest Florida, and I figured since I'm on here, I'm going to tell you what's really going on instead of doomsday scrolling and looking at all these other crazy videos. Here's the deal. You're in New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Boston, wherever, and you've already decided you want to move down to Southwest Florida. You're excited. You open up YouTube to figure out where you want to be, and it's wall to wall with Florida is collapsing. The bubble is popping. Don't buy in Florida. It's usually from someone who's never stepped foot in Naples and thinks that Estero is a rapper. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that prices haven't moved. They have. They've came off of a 2022 peak spike, but prices coming down from an insane once-in-a-lifetime spike and the market is crashing are two completely different sentences. And treating them like they're the same thing is how people talk themselves out of a good decision. Let's do this with actual information instead of just feeling the vibes. So from 2020 to 2022, prices around here went up double digits multiple years in a row. That is not normal. That's not sustainable. That's never going to keep happening forever. And anybody who tells you it should have is either new in real estate or selling you something. Since then, we've had a few years of the prices coming down modestly, a handful of percentage points a year. That's not a crash. That's called gravity. That's the market doing things markets do after overheating, which is cooling off. Inventory right now sits at a healthy, balanced level for single-family homes and a little bit higher for condos. It is not a fire sale. It is also not 2022 chaos where you're competing with 14 cash offers and a prayer. It's actually just a normal market. Wild concept, I know. Oh, and here's a part that nobody relocating from up north has ever heard about. Florida passed a new property tax amendment this summer, actually helping your wallet news. Not one of the Florida crash channels is going to mention because panic gets you more clicks than good news. I do this every single week. I help people leave the Northeast and land in a great golf community of their dreams. A golf access waterfront property, a new construction, from Cape Coral all the way down to Marco Island. And the buyers doing well right now are the ones who are not scared. They're the ones who are realizing you're not fighting with 15 other offers anymore. Nobody's writing a strongly worded letter about why they deserve the house more than you do. Builders are actually negotiating again, including incentives, upgrades, closing costs. Sellers who bought before 2022 down here are sitting on a mountain of equity on their homes. They're motivated. They're not desperate. There's a difference between those two things, and it matters at the negotiation table. A buyer's market with a seller who isn't panicking is basically the real estate equivalent of finding parking right in front of the restaurant. Now, I'm not going to sit here and just tell you that it's all sunshine and vitamin D because that's not how I operate, and you'll figure out in a week or two that, I'm full of it anyways. Insurance is a real conversation. Not a scary one, a real one. Before you fall in love with a house, you need to understand what you're getting yourself into. Flood zones matter. HOA financials matter, especially post-Surfside. If somebody hands you a listing without digging into the reserve studies, that's not a real estate agent. That's a tour guide. That stuff is what actually separates a smart move from a regrettable one. Not whether some guy on a thumbnail told you the sky was falling. So if you're up north right now, staring at your phone, wondering if you missed the window or if you're about to torch your life savings, relax. You didn't miss it. You're not torching anything. You're actually one of the better windows we've seen in the last couple of years. As long as you're getting real information instead of the algorithm bait. I put together a free relocation guide, including insurance, taxes, HOA red flags, all of it, no fear mongering included. Link is in the description or comment relocate and I'll send it straight over to you. I'm Joe Lea with the Anchor Point Group and Premiere Plus Realty. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you want a vision of the market that's true around here that does not come with the thumbnail of a house on fire.